Hi there BookTube, it's Eleanor here and it's time for a haul. Shop. So today's haul is mainly, well, all but two books that I bought in a new book warehouse that I've discovered 10 minutes from my house, where the books are new and lovely and 80% off the retail price. So I am so excited about finding this place. The good thing, plus that bad thing, but mainly good thing for me, is that this book warehouse is only open once a month, for a Saturday and Sunday once a month. So I can't go every week and I can't splurge every week because I would be there a lot and it would be literally lethal. And so it's really good because it's once a month and you can go along. They've got great children's books, all sorts of genres, new books, mass market paperbacks, regular paperbacks, American paperback. Let me take you through the two books that I didn't get from there. They're both graphic novels, and the first one is Zodiac Star Force by the Power of Astra by Kevin Panetta and Paulina Ganuccio. I love the front cover of this. It's just so pink and the colour scheme in this is so exciting. It's just so pink and lovely. So basically this is set in high school. They're high school teenagers. They're not only trying to get through maths class and tests, but they're fighting evil and battling monsters. And when their leader, Emma, gets taken over by some sort of evil entity from another dimension, they have to join forces with a magical being in order to save her. And I just think it sounds like so much fun, and I'm hoping it'll be funny as well, with a sort of bit of a quirky sense of humour, a bit tongue-in-cheek. So fingers crossed, and I'm really excited to get to this. Next up, I totally have to dedicate this purchase to Shar Frares of channel of the same name. She reviewed this recently. It piqued my interest. She said it's a story of pirates and dinosaurs, and I was like, hell yes, that's for me. So I picked up the Pirates of Pangaea book 1 by Daniel Hartwell and Neil Cameron. I think this again looks really exciting. I really like the bold colours. And there is also sort of darker pages, all done in blues and greys. And I'm really excited about this one. It just looks like loads of fun. It's 1717 and this girl Sophie is sent to an island to live with her uncle. The island has dinosaurs on it and I can only imagine it gets invaded by pirates or something happens, and it just looks brilliant fun, so I can't wait to try this one out. And now for all the books that I picked up in this bookshop. So firstly, I picked up a copy of The Day of the Trifid by John Wyndham. I've never read this book. I love this particular cover. I just think it's beautiful and it was ridiculously cheap and I want to read it, and so I thought I would pick it up in order to push myself to give it a go. It's a story of a cosmic event which means that most of the population is blind. The young protagonist Bill is one of the lucky few to retain his sight, and it's about him going out there trying to help people and how being blind, the majority of the population being blind affects society and how it changes, and I can't wait. I've heard really good things about this. I think it was a book a lot of people read when they were younger at school, but I never did, so I'm excited to try it out for myself. The next book I can't read the back and tell you any more about, but it's part of a series that I would really like to collect. I think it's a trilogy. I've heard really good things, and so as I see the books, I'm picking them up. When I have the full trilogy, I'll be reading it. And this one is Red Glove by Holly Black, which is the second in the series, which starts, the Curse Workers series, which starts with White Cat, then Red Glove, and then there's one called Black Heart. So now I'm just on the lookout for White Cat and Black Heart. You may have seen recently that my Willoughby Book Club subscription sent me Tanya Huff's The Enchantment Emporium. Well, when I was there, I saw the second and third books in this trilogy, which is Wild Ways and The Future Falls. So fingers crossed I like this one, because I now have the next two books, but they were in the same edition. I really wanted to pick them up so that I could sort of do a bit of a binge, and so I'm really excited to try this series. The next I picked up is called Bone Dragon by Alexia Castle. I really liked this edition with sort of French flaps over a beautiful paperback. I'll read you the flap for this. It sounds brilliant. Everyone at school thinks that Evie broke her ribs in a car crash. Evie doesn't talk about why she was adopted and why she really needed an operation, because some things should never be said. Now she is safe and even has a souvenir from hospital, a piece of rib bone, which she carves into a dragon, and it comes to life at night in dragon dreams, helping Evie to heal and giving her strength. But some things cannot be fixed. Some things are too terrible to be forgiven. Sometimes revenge must be taken, and it seems the dragon is the one to take it while Evie looks on. So I think this is going to be quite a moving and interesting magical realism possibly story. It's YA, I believe, and yeah, I can't wait to try this one, and I love the front cover to this. It's really beautiful. The next book is one that most people will have probably seen by now. It was very popular on BookTube a while ago, and that is Fair Fight by Anna Freeman. This is a Victorian novel which is about women boxers, and I've heard that most people that read it enjoyed it. It says, born in a brothel, Ruth's future looks bleak until she catches the eye of Mr. Dreyer, a rich Bristol merchant and enthusiast of the ring. He trains Gutsy Ruth as a pugilist, and soon she rules the blood-spattered sawdust of the infamous Hatchet Inn. I think this sounds really brilliant, and it was blurbed by Sarah Waters as hugely exciting. I loved it, and I love Sarah Waters, and I've heard lots of people love this too, so now I have a copy and I can read it. The next book I'm extremely excited about. It was a complete find, random buy, but when I read the blurb, it just, yeah, it's definitely a book that is in the vein of the type of things that I like. It's called The Blue Door by Lise Christensen. It says on the front, a little girl's incredible story of survival in the Japanese POW camps of Java. I think this front cover is amazing. It says, on the island of Java, the stirrings of war in Europe and the angry-looking man called Hitler seem a million miles away from Norwegian-born Lise and her siblings. Then one day her friends and neighbours start to disappear, and she begins to realise they're not safe after all. Through 10-year-old eyes, Lise tells of her family's 2-year imprisonment in POW camps and the brutal treatment received at the hands of their Japanese captors. For respite from the cockroach and rat-infested floor they sleep on, they adopt a blue door which sits on concrete posts on the ground. They live on it during the day as young Lise plots ways to protect her family from disease, starvation and desperate behaviour of fellow prisoners. This is a little girl's remarkable story of endurance and survival. So I think this is going to be quite a powerful story. Next up is a book called The Pillow Book of the Flower Samurai, which I love the front cover of. Just had me at both the cover and also the fact it had samurai in the title. It says, I am Kozasho, 5th daughter, woman for play, teller of stories, lover, wife and flower samurai. This you must do so that we keep our honour. My father enclosed me in his arms, put his head against my middle and sobbed with no sounds. In the rich, dazzling, brutal world of 12th century Japan, one young girl begins her epic journey from the warmth of family to the village of outcasts. Marked out by an auspicious omen, she is trained in the ancient warrior arts of the samurai, but it is through the power of storytelling that she learns to fight her fate, twisting her life onto a path even she could not have imagined. Sounds excellent, and I love anything set in Japan. And then the final book is one I think I've heard of, and that is Red Moon by Benjamin Percy. It says, every teenage girl thinks she's different. When government agents kick down Claire Forrester's front door and murder her parents, Claire realises just how different she is. Patrick Gamble was nothing special until the day he got on a plane and hours later stepped off it, the only passenger left alive, a hero. President Chase Williams has sworn to protect the people of the United States from the menace in their midst, but it's becoming the very thing he promised to he has promised to destroy. So far, threat has been controlled by laws and violence. violence, but the night of the red moon is coming when an unrecognisable world will emerge and the battle for humanity will begin. And I believe that this is a werewolf book, so they are a bit hit and miss for me, so I'm really interested to see if this one hits a mark. So they're all the books that I bought at my wonderful trip to this new book warehouse, which I'm very excited about. So let me know, have you read any of these? What do you think? Which ones do you like the sound of? Let's chat as always in the comments, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Bye for now, BookTube.